Hmm. MacDon Pack experience high performance windrowers. What's that? So, of course, this is the MacDon Pack, the pre-order bonus, and from what I've heard, you might actually want to use it. Yeah, we'll get back to that in a little bit. So first up is going to be the actual vehicle itself, the MacDon. Now, come into the shop straight away, it gives you the M1240 option, although it's 35 grand extra than the standard base game one, which is the, I say standard base game one, it is like a, what's a pre-ordered DLC sort of thing though, isn't it? So the standard one is the M1170. Now that's got 173 horsepower engine. That might be a little bit underpowered for something that comes in this pack, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. But obviously, today I've gone for the 1240 because, you know, why not? Go for the bigger horsepower one. It's got 262 horsepower engine. It's going to run at 27 mile an hour. Now, you've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Raderstein, and then back to Trelleborg on the tyres. Now, obviously, it's not going to do much on its own apart from run around the map. You need something to go on the front. And first off, we've got this, the D140 XL. Now, this is the harvester header designed to go on to, obviously, the MacDon, specifically for swathing. Yeah, now we've had this on, I think it's the Saskatchewan map, the swathing ability. Yeah, it's going to be that. But I'm going to say technically base game because, obviously, it runs base game, but you do need to have this if you haven't already got it. I'd imagine there's going to be mods that come out to make use of it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So first up, we've got the option on here of transport wheels, yes or no. Now that does have 3 grand, but I will say have them on. It's worth the 3 grand because it makes it into like a little trailer on its own. Otherwise, you're going to have like a header trailer or some sort of flatbed just to move it around anyway. I mean, it's 97 grand to start off with. So it puts up to 100 grand if you buy it with the transport wheels attached to it. Now, going back to the whole engine size on the actual vehicle itself, this is where it becomes potentially an issue if you've gone for the lower power one. This is the mowing unit. Now, this is not the swathing thing. It will just mow the grass and you've got to pick it up like normal. But this requires 230 horsepower. So you are going to need to have the bigger engine one to make proper use of this piece of equipment. So it's got a 5 meter working width, 14 mile an hour working speed, 48 grand. Now, I'm not going to be doing mowing today because at the end of the day, it turns it into a mower. Right, well, we want to see the difference in the swathing. Yeah, now we have got this. This is part of the swathing setup. Now, this goes on to a normal harvester. Yeah, so you swath with the other harvester header on front of the MacDon, then you come past again with this on the front of, yeah, it could be your John Deere, could be your Case IH, your New Holland, whichever one you're going for. Obviously, this is going to be fitting on the front of it, and then you pick up the stuff from that side. You got the option there of design color. You can change any one of those. It's going to do the stripe by the MacDon badge just down the side. And then your rim color is going to be black or white. It's going to do your rims. 52 grand if you don't go for £50 extra just to paint the wheels. Wow. Wow indeed. Now, we have also got this as part of the pack. The MacDon FD140 Flex Draper. Now, there is another MacDon header as part of the base game. Nothing to do with this pack. So this one is the one from the pack. And to be fair, this just goes straight on the standard harvester. It is a straight up header in that sense. So you could use this on whatever you like. You've got the option again of transport wheels, yes or no. Now, I would advise putting those on because obviously it makes it into its own little trailer. Much more easier to move it around. And then again, you've got the colour option of the stripe down the side. You pick whichever one you want. So it starts off 118.5 grand. Obviously goes up a little bit with the wheels. Well, just the wheels actually, because no cost on the colour. That's all right. That's all right indeed. Now, first up, you got the MacDon itself. There's your vehicle. So you get in, no problem, start it up. Now you can tow this header behind. Yeah, all right, fair enough. So you move it like that. So that's forwards like normal. So we spin it around. that's great. If you do L, B and A, it'll move those out for a bit more stability, but you don't need those for going down the road, that's fine. Now what you do is you drive up to it like so, in this sort of area. He says, yeah, I'll back it up a little. Go on, I literally just had this attached. There we are. So you've got the option there to attach it. Press A. There you are. So it's going to put that bar, cover, whatever you want to call it, on the back, and then you're ready to go. But the issue is, obviously, it's got a swivel axle on the front of the header. Yeah, we don't want to be driving that way. If you do LB and RB together and press A, moves the whole seat in position around. Ah, now you're driving normal. Oh, fair enough. Right, I'm going to take this back to the field, so I'll see you down there. Right, so we're at the side of the field, and as you can imagine, you're going to do your usual. So you're going to detach, so that's press A. It's going to get rid of all that. And then you want to position it so it hooks up like a normal header. There you are, spin it back round like that. It's going to attach in the middle, like that. There we are, it's attached. And you want to spin the old seating position around, so LB and RB together and A as well. And then we'll move the camera back around, and then we're ready to go. So you want to also fold the harvester header itself, so make sure in the top left hand corner you've got the harvester header icon highlighted. If not, just press Y, it will cycle between the two. So make sure you've got the header highlighted, and then do LB and A. That's then going to fold all those bits in, then you're away. So LB and X, turn it on. First you need to unfold the tool header. I've just folded it. Maybe I didn't give it enough time to actually work. Alright, no problem. You then come down, obviously turn it on, LB and B, lower it down, and then away you go. You can either go through it with your accelerator pedal, or do LB and RB and B to activate cruise control. Yeah, fair enough. So that's going to chop all the... What are we actually doing? Is it wheat or barley? It's going to be one of them. So we're going to chop all this up, and then what we'll do at the end, we'll go back and we'll get the pickup header that's going to be attached to a different harvester. So I'm going to see you back here once I've got the new harvester out. Right, here we go. I've got the new Holland Gold, because you know why not. So obviously you're just going to be running it along the swaths like you would do a normal harvester, like you any sort of pickup, that sort of thing. That's just what you're going to be doing. So you unfold it, you turn it on, you lower it down, and then away you go. Now, what I will show you is this. If we straw snuff, oh, interesting, because I've tried this earlier on, and if it does allow a straw swath afterwards, then you can't do it twice. You can't swath straw twice. Have I missed a bit there? Oh, I believe I have. Yeah, you can't swath the straw twice. So once it's done, it's done. And it's got a slightly darker texture as well. Obviously, I've now gone for a crop canola. Oh, I would do, wouldn't I? You can't swath canola. So if you're doing a crop that does have the straw that comes off the back of it, say like wheat or barley, yeah, you can't do it twice. So you can still get the straw up. That's not a problem, but you're not going to be able to run it through and get any more of the crop out of it either. So just bear that in mind. So if you're thinking of doing it again and it's not working, it's not that. It's only supposed to do it once and done. Alright, no problem. Right, so let's get this field picked up, swathed, de-swathed, whatever you want to call it, and we'll see how much we've got at the end. Right, so that's coming up to, well, that's the end now. It's done it all. So we have got 7,700 litres on the money. Have I got it all? I mean, there's a little patch there, mind you, that it's missed a bit on. Let's get that. 7,700 litres. Now, with the whole swapping shenanigans, it is supposed to give you a bit of a yield boost. You're supposed to be able to get more out of it. It's not doing that patch. Don't like it. So, what I'm going to do, 7,700 litres, I'm going to reset the game so I get the field back to how it was. And I'm going to use a standard harvester header and see how much it gets up with just that. So I'm going to see you back here when I've re-harvested the field again. Right, so that's the last little bit going in there now, and to be fair, it did make a difference. I mean, what have we got? So 6,179. Yeah, we got 7,700 off of the old one. Well, off the old one, off of the swapper. So yes, it does make a difference. So what's that? About so what we got? What we got left? So 6,790. Let's get my calculator out. So 7,700 minus 6,179 is it 1,500 litres off of this one small field. With swapping, we've got 1,500 litres more. I mean, that's a fairly small field as well. So if you've got a big field, that's going to be even better. Oh, that's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. So the MacDon Pack, is it worth it? Well, yes it is. Yes it is indeed. I mean, we've got 1,500 litres extra off that small field. Now obviously this comes as the pre-order bonus as well, which is even better. Now you can still get it as well. If you didn't get it on the pre-order, you can still buy this. Yeah, there's a link down below. Click on that and that helps the channel out at no extra cost. Now, it's not going to do every crop, but the ones that it does do. Actually, let's have a look. It's going to do wheat, barley, oats, canola, and sorghum. No, not soybeans. There you are. You can swap all those. Oh, get yourself 20 to 30% extra. Oh, why not?